In this video, we will be looking at a couple of aspects. We'll be looking at how to work out the deposit using logs to find the number of years or payments, outstanding balance, and deferred payments. So this question's really got a lot going for us. So Thabo takes out, he buys a house for 980,000. He pays a deposit of 10% of the selling price, and he obtains a loan from the bank at an interest rate of 11% compounded monthly to pay the balance of the selling price. He agrees to pay monthly installments of 10,000 on the loan. So we're not going to be working out the X, the monthly amount. He's chosen what he's going to pay. Therefore, we don't know how long it's going to take. So how much money, question 1, did Thabo borrow from the bank? So he paid a 10% deposit, and so that means that he needs to borrow 90%. So the easiest way to do this is just to say 90% of 980,000, and that will just spit out the amount that he's going to need to borrow. So that's the loan for our question. Second question, how long will it take to repay the loan? Because it's regular amounts, we know that it's present value. And so we're going to use the present value formula, but the numbers will kind of be in slightly different places for us to be able to work out n. So here's the loan amount. He's decided to pay 10,000. The interest is 11%. I personally like to just write as 0,11, and don't forget the years are always negative, and it's going to be 12 times n. I also like to just times, if I've divided the interest by 12, I like to, as a habit, just always times the years by 12, and that will be over the interest. Then to get further, some other subtle little tricks, I like to divide the number that's in front here and at the same time times the fraction at the bottom here up, so that all of that we can get rid of in one step, and that will leave us with a figure of 0.8050, and all I'm left with is the 1 minus and what's in the brackets. Another subtle thing at this point, I like to take the thing I want, and so in this case I'm wanting the power, so I like to take this bracket across so it becomes positive, and then I'll take the 1 minus and I'll take this across, and so I end up with this positive on this side and this on this side. At this point, a really good habit is just to say to yourself, whenever you need a power, get into the habit of using logs. So if you've noticed, okay, I need the power now, then use logs. And the way that I use logs is the little riddle. So I'm going to be using logs. The base of the exponent is the base of the log, and it must never look the same. So if I'm wondering, should I put the 12 in here? It should never look the same. So it must be that I put the other number here, and that will equal the power. So when I need powers, use logs. The base is the base, and it should never look the same. And that will then give you your answer. I'm going to divide by 12. And that gives me my years. I'm just going to look at the question for a second and just see, do they want years or exact number of months? How many months? And so I'm going to times it back by 12. I'll end up back at this number, but I think it's just a good habit to always up here divide by 12 times by 12. And so when I times it back up again, it will be exactly that many months, but you're not going to be paying 0.14 of a month, and so you must round off, so it will be 182 months exactly to get to pay this off. I'm going to continue the question in the next video looking at the outstanding balance, but I hope that you found this useful. If you did, please like it, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends.